I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been sitting here for the past 15 minutes thinking of a way to deliver this message as perfect as possible until it dawned on me that I just need to press record. And here we are. I'm not here to strive for perfection, and I don't think none of us should strive for perfection because it's not real. I mean, of course, you can strive to become better at what it is you're doing, right? Like maybe improve your storytelling skills and stuff like that. I'm here to tell you that someone needs to hear your voice. And it's not serving them if you're aiming for perfection, because that means you might be delaying the message you have to put out there. Sometimes it feels like I'm speaking into a void and nobody's listening, nobody cares, nobody feels like the videos are doing something for them. But then I remember, I used to be that person too. I used to be the person who was going through a hard time, and I was looking for videos online to help me get through my day. And I never commented or liked anything because I was just trying to survive in a way. I was trying to find the right video to help me get through the day. But it didn't mean that I didn't care about the message someone put out there. And at that time, and still, it didn't even matter if someone had like 5 subscribers or a million subscribers. All I needed was that right video to help me to get through the day. Maybe you're not posting because you feel like a fraud. You feel like you're just a newbie, as they like to say in the gaming world. You feel like whatever it is you want to put out there has no meaning. But I'm here to remind you again that someone out there needs your voice. I remember uploading, I think maybe about a year ago, a video, and someone commented, that was the exact thing I needed to hear today. And it gave me such a boost because I was like, I always said, even if it's one person I reach with my content, with my message, I'm satisfied. And I accomplished that in a very early stage. Imposter syndrome is something that a lot of us, or maybe all of us, struggle with. But you need to let your voice be heard. Your voice needs to be louder than your fear. That's a bar, man. Your voice needs to be louder than your fear. And the only way to get your voice to be heard is to put your content out there, So hit record, speak, share your content, and let your voice be heard in the world, because someone out there needs your voice. Someone out there needs your message. The past days I've been reflecting on everything that's going on in my life, and I have to say, all the times that I feel like I have things to worry about, I have nothing to worry about, really. I mean, of course, you want certain things in life, and sometimes we feel like if you're not there yet, it's not working. But these days have been the opposite of the past weeks. I'm having more of a peaceful moment with myself, and I'm like, why strive for perfection on a negative way, while the current moment I'm in right now is apparently the moment I'm supposed to be in. Otherwise, I would have been on a different level, and that's okay. And when you make peace with the fact that you are where you are, because you need to be exactly where you are, that's when things start to feel a lot calmer. I'm not stressing anymore. I'm documenting my journey, my life for me. And again, I would love if other people would hop on the bus with me and go on the journey with me. But if they don't, that's also fine. My life doesn't depend from this. I have a job, I have a steady income, and everything else that comes with it, let's say my channel blowing up or anything like that, it's a bonus. And there's no need to rush. I read it a lot, when you stop wanting something, that's when it comes to you. And I have different examples of that. Something simple and, in my opinion, funny is, like, I have 2 cats, right? Whenever I want to give them attention, they run away. But when I'm like, what, do your thing, I do my thing, that's when one of them just comes and sits on my lap. And you probably experience this also when dating. You want someone so bad, and you're going out of your way to please them, to make them see you. And then they don't, and you're disappointed. But when you're like, I'm done with this shit, I'm done with it, I'm done with the games, I'm done with the bullshit, that's when they text you. Another beautiful example, I wanted to work at a certain place so much that I was doing everything I can in order to, get on their radar. And every time I applied, I got a rejection. Until at one moment I said, what? I don't care anymore. I'm just going to send one last application letter, and whatever happens, happens. And I kid you not, I got a phone call. We're excited to receive your letter, and we're excited to meet you. And eventually, I got the job. All I'm saying is, the way you approach something has impact on sometimes how it's going to go, right? If you have an energy of desperation, you're going to repel the thing. But if you approach it from a viewpoint of, I'm going to do my best, and whatever happens, happens, it's free to come and go as it pleases. And I think a lot of people forget that. I don't know how I started talking about this topic, but I'm loving it so far. I'm just going with the flow in a way. When I hear people say go with the flow, it feels like you're powerless and you just accept whatever happens. But that's not exactly how I mean it. Of course, I'm putting in the work, the effort to get to a certain destination. But I'm not resisting everything else that comes my way while on that destination, on that journey. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Because the more we resist, the more difficult it's going to feel, the more negative feelings you're going to have. And I don't want to live life like that. And today is one of those days where I feel amazingly good. And I know that maybe I might experience the opposite on another day, and that's totally fine, That's also something I have to come to terms with. Some days you're going to feel amazing and invincible, and some other days you're going to feel like shit. It is what it is. Like this morning, for example, I was so excited to work out. Eventually I did work out, but I really felt like within 5 minutes of saying I'm going to work out, how my mind started to tell me, you know what, it's better if you don't. Because what's the point? I'm happy I did it anyway, but emotions are like the weather, It's unstable, and you just gotta deal with it. And that also puts perspective on knowing the difference between feeling happy and feeling sad, If you feel sad all the time or happy all the time, you wouldn't know the difference. It's only the contrast that makes you realize, oh yeah, I can feel happy, this is what happiness is, and this is what sadness is. But today is one of those days I feel like what you see is what you get. I mean, I'm always about that, but today is like, you know what, this is it. I just get these epiphanies and I'm like, man, I made it unnecessarily difficult on myself to resist what I'm going through. This is all part of the journey, man. Everything, the ups, the downs, the fears, the doubts, also moments of strength and clarity like today. And I'm just coming to terms with the fact that everything is as it is, and we need to stop fighting. Stop fighting, feeling bad about yourself. Sit with the feeling, Also get help, of course, if needed. But embrace everything, man. Embrace everything, because that's what makes life beautiful. The ups, the downs, the lows, the highs. And we get to appreciate the good moments more. Anyway, that's it for today. I want to thank you for your time if you made it this far. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.